I'm worried about something. And it's something that no one is talking about or actually stating. And that worries me even more. See, the CPI report was released, and inflation was higher than expected, 0.3% higher than expected. Now you might say, yeah, okay, why is that a problem? Well, that's not the problem. What is going to happen is the problem. And that could have dire consequences for the market. See, the issue arises around the Fed meeting in December. Now, there is at first glance a 65% chance of another cut. But in actuality, it's more like 97.7%. So the Fed is going to cut in December. But inflation is going up. That's the first problem. The second problem is that why is the Fed cutting when economic environments are good, job creation is good, unemployment is good, GDP is good? Why is the Fed cutting? Because all that's going to do is accelerate inflation, and it's already going up. This is the real question. If you like what we're doing here, consider like, following, and sharing, because I give the real alpha. So if we look at the Fed report, there's another worrying aspect that's happening. See, historically, January, the first quarter of the year, is the highest year for inflation growth. So the first quarter, there's higher inflation. But we're already getting an increase in inflation before that. And on top of that, the Fed is going to cut, which is going to increase inflation. And on top of that, we're getting a president, Donald Trump, whose spending plans are only going to be further inflationary. So, what does that mean? See, the issue that we face right now is that there's a battle between what the markets want and also what the market is showing. See, institutions that are on the S&P 500 and various other markets want a rate cut. That means ease of borrowing, increased liquidity, all of the good stuff to pump the markets. But at the same time, those same institutions and financial markets are thinking, well, if the market is great, why are you cutting? Does that mean that there is a further problem in the economy? It's either that or they don't know what's going on. So you need to ask yourself this question. The Fed would only cut if they see something in the future coming that they need to preempt. So does that mean there's something in the future that we can't see that they're trying to do? And more importantly, think of it this way. If they cut, Trump comes in, the first quarter accelerates inflation, the cut accelerates inflation, all the things push to a higher inflation. What would the markets react if they changed their mind and turned around and actually increased interest rates? Imagine what the market would do there. Now, don't want to scare you guys too much, but this could be something that you should really, really monitor, because it could be another reason as well. It could be that the government, the US government, is looking to reduce its spending, and they want to stimulate the economy in a way that is beyond what their spending does. Because if you think about it, the US economy spend is why the S&P 500 and all the markets are rising on a continually annual basis. So if now Donald Trump is coming in and they're looking to reduce their spending and reduce their cost, they need to stimulate the economy in a manner in which they can start to pull back their spending. That, online with them needing to refinance their debt, could also be a reason why they're pushing on interest rate cuts regardless of inflation, because they need to sort out another problem. So there could be three issues here. One, they're trying to stimulate the economy. Two, they're trying to reduce their spending. Three, trying to refinance their debt. There's something going on here, and it doesn't seem to balance. So I will be monitoring this very carefully, and you should too, because there's something brewing here, and I guarantee you, and I promise you, this is the first time you're hearing about it. Anyway, I'm Alvarez, a seven-figure crypto investor. Like, follow, share, and I'll catch you guys later.